And we're back, and we are here with Ubisoft for some Naruto. Greetings, gentlemen. If you can say your names for the audience at home.
Yeah, my name is Masao Kobayashi. I'm a game designer on Naruto the Broken Bond.
My name is Olivier Palmieri. I'm the creative director on Naruto Broken Bond.
All right, and you have some exciting Naruto stuff to share with us.
Yeah,
let's just jump right in.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
So I hear you guys have brought something by, true to the anime, true to the manga, and it's called the Journey Mode.
Yes.
Is what we're doing first. Okay.
Okay, so this is the beginning of the journey mode. As you can see here, it's a little darker and more serious than the first game.
Yes.
This is because it takes place right after the first game, which is and for people who have played the first game, you know that the village hidden in leaves right there has been attacked by the sand ninjas and been heavily damaged, and Orochimaru right there was responsible for it. So it's going to pick up on a lower note and kind of progress the story along. It's actually going to take place between episode 80 and 135 of the anime. And here we see the heroes of the day.
And so all their powers are returning. So like Naruto can turn into his cat-like abilities and separate himself into multiple individuals. And
Creating clones, yeah.
yes.
So right here, we're starting the journey mode, and in today's demo, the mission is rescuing a nearby village that's being attacked by bandits. And as you see here, unlike the first game, you actually have a ninja squad that you're controlling instead of a single character.
Nice.
And you can actually toggle to different characters to have different characters leading the squad.
Okay. So do you have to walk up to them and then switch, or can you do it from afar?
Just by pressing the D-pad.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all part of they just follow you.
Yeah.
So you can just switch at any time. And here he's going to climb the tree and go into the tree action sequence.
And then how many characters can be in your squad at any time? 3?
Can we reboot?
You need to reboot?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. And so you have 3 at a time.
Yeah,
That
3.
draws from how many characters total?
In the journey mode, there'll be 7 playable characters.
Okay.
And in the fight mode, there's going to be 25 playable characters.
25. And so the fight mode really gets back to the basics of that 1 versus 1 show off, or do you still have your company of heroes?
Actually, instead of 1 versus 1, you can still do a 1 versus 1, but you can have 3 versus 3.
Okay.
And actually, a 2 versus 2 on online. The new online feature that's 2 versus 2 can be 2 separate players against 2 separate players.
Okay.
So you're going to be able to tag in and out with another guy, and that's going to be your team, and you're going to
Okay.
be going up against other teams.
Okay.
So that's a new feature that we're really excited about.
Great, great. And so then, can you choose from the enemies and from the good guys to make up your party, or is it really a good versus evil, true to the Naruto?
Well, we really want to give the player the freedom to do whatever he wants or whatever she wants.
Okay.
So you're going to be able to choose from any of our characters to make the teams.
We have a lot of Naruto fans at home, so we're going to kick it over to Brian. Brian, what questions do you have for us from the community?
Well, they're kicking it off, and Astro Falls, better known as AJ Zen from Katy, Texas, wants to know, will this game have the original Japanese voices, or will it only feature English voiceover?
We will have Japanese voice. And it is the actual voice actors as well.
Let's see, we've got tons of people asking about specific characters in the game. Can you give us an idea of how many characters will be in this game?
In the versus mode, we're going to have 25 playable characters. In the journey mode, we're going to have 7.
Okay.
So can you go back maybe
Great.
to a demo?
So we're back to the tree.
Okay.
Okay, so this is our tree action sequence. It's a signature gameplay from the first game, and it's a signature way of ninjas traveling in the world of Naruto. We did a couple of changes to this. First, it's in a first-person perspective now, so you don't see Naruto jumping from tree to tree, but it gives you a better perspective of where you're going and a better sense of feel and action. We also have our teammates in this mode as well, and they're going to be able to do different things like disarm traps, as well as we're also going to have exploratory elements in that as well.
Great. And so even when you're going through those rings, can you switch between your characters and your party members?
No. In the tree action sequence, you're going to be locked into one character.
Great. And then at what point are you able to switch out your party members?
Anytime, when you want. You can switch individual mode.
Oh, you mean to switch out the members?
Yes.
That will be, that's a difficult question to answer. It depends on the situation. If it's a specific mission that is designed for specific characters, you're not going to be able to switch it out because the story is going to revolve around that character.
Got it.
But there will be missions where you can choose your characters freely.
So then, do we also have the opportunity where there's an open world? I noticed that you selected the tree by walking through the forest. Is it more linear or is it more open?
It's actually very open. One of the things that we weren't perfectly happy about the first game was the fact that the maps were very linear. Here, there's a variety of different paths that you can take at any given time. You can actually get to the same place by going different directions as well. Well, not different directions, but taking different paths.
Got it.
Here, we're right now, that icon above Naruto's head indicates that he senses danger.
Oh.
But he can't figure out what it is, so he's going to switch over to Neji, who has an ability called Byakugan that allows him to see the invisible traps.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So he's going to be able to help his teammates so they can navigate through the invisible traps without getting harmed. Each individual character in the journey mode is going to have a unique ability. And using the right unique ability at the right time is going to be an essential part of the gameplay. Here, there's those bandits that are attacking the village. So we're going to chase after him. Of course, we're going to have traditional platforming like this. As well as specific gameplay on this bridge.
Great. I know we have a lot of questions. Would you mind taking some more?
Oh, sure.
Great. Brian?
Very specific questions from a very passionate fan base. Alex Brown from Great Britain wants to know, will you have to do the chakra sequence to access your character's special chakra powers? For example, Naruto's Rasengan or Sasuke's Chidori?
Well, actually, you will see that later on in this demo.
Okay. All right.
So I'm not going to answer that yet.
Okay, we'll get the answer here in a little bit.
Okay. Another one?
Yes. Let's see. Cole Allen from Victoria, British Columbia wants to know, will the village, or I guess, yeah, will the village still be fully explorable as it was in the first game?
Of course.
Yeah, good news.
Including ramen delivery, perhaps?
We'll have other systemic gameplays.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so we're going along, and there's those bandits again. And it looks like this time they want to fight. So this is our new fight mode. As you see, it's not 1 versus 1 anymore. You can actually switch from a character to another in the fight mode as well. Each character is going to have a unique ability that's going to be more suited for fighting specific enemies. So it's going to be there's a lot more tactical element to the fight because you have to choose the right character at the right moment. This is Neji's palm rotation, which is his new ability. As you see, it's real time and it's in the arena. So that's a new feature for us.
Right.
And that's a signature combo by Shikamaru. And this is the co-op move. This allows you to tag as well as do a devastating attack with the two characters. So now we've switched over to Neji, and he's
Nice.
he's just rocking. And we beat those bandits.
Nice.
Billawal Atwal from London wants to know, if there's any wall running in this game?
Wall running, yes.
Okay.
And then can Naruto still seduce his enemies by turning into a lady?
Yes, we will still have the sexy jutsu.
Okay. All right. Making sure.
Okay, right here, we need to cross the bridge to get to the other side, but the bridge is not there. So what we're going to have to do is use Naruto's Shadow Clone ability to make a bridge. So he's going to stack all his clones on top of each other, and we have a balancing gameplay that uses the triggers right here.
And so theoretically, the higher that tower gets, the harder it is to balance.
Precisely.
Got it.
So now now that we have a bridge, we're going to switch over to Shikamaru, who has an ability to stretch his shadow and manipulate objects. So he's stretching his shadow across the Naruto bridge and going through the little hole over to the switch, which he's going to activate and open the door. So it's really this kind of combination of unique powers that's going to allow you to progress forward in the game. We really wanted to emphasize the element of friendship and teamwork, because that's a really important element of the storyline. We really wanted to stay true to the storyline and really integrate gameplay that made sense for the storyline, because we want to give a very interactive experience of the story to the player.
We see some old familiar friends and enemies returning here.
For sure.
Excellent. And so we're going into another battle sequence?
Yeah, the next sequence is actually the boss fight, the way we treat the boss fight. In the previous game, the fights that were significant in the storyline were treated more or less the same way as any other fight. Okay. But we decided that because in the show, certain fights are really important and have a very strong emotional impact, we wanted to create something that was a little more meaningful. Okay. So right here, this is a fight against Kabuto, which is a really important moment in the show.
Yes.
Is not going to be a simple fight, and we'll show you why that's going to be.
And while I get the face down against Kabuto, can we also take a couple more questions?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I've had a lot of questions such as this one. Chavez Alston from Jacksonville, Florida wants to know, is there a way you can become Hokage in the new Naruto game?
The Hokage.
Hokage, yeah.
No, because we're true to the story, and Naruto doesn't become the Hokage, so you can't become the Hokage either.
And you can't become a Hokage either.
Yeah. All right, you got another one over there, Brian?
Yeah, let me see here. Just going through a ton of these. People are wondering about co-op. We've sort of answered that.
This is the new Shadow Clone.
Okay.
The mechanics are still the same, but we've ramped up the over-the-top animation to give the sense that Naruto has become stronger. Right here, Kabuto is actually healing himself, which is his signature ability that's shown in the show.
Right.
So we, as the player, you have to figure out how to beat Kabuto, because just punching and kicking him and doing the Shadow Clone only damages enough to, right there, enrage him. Because now he's using Rage Mode,
right,
which allows him to be invincible, as well as have faster and more deadly attacks. So what you're going to have to do is figure out what exactly his vulnerability is and use it, which is right here. This is the Rasengan, which this is what I was talking about when addressing the previous question.
Yep.
We do have the chakra molding stage of the jutsu as well. There, Naruto managed to take out Kabuto, but Naruto is now tired, so he fell over. And this is going to be the subsequent fight between the master ninjas. This portion is also going to be playable in the actual game.
Nice. Brian, I think we have time for one more question.
Okay. Let's see. This is a great question. Magnus Alberg from Stockholm wants to know, is this game good for players like himself that have not seen the show yet? If you've never seen a Naruto game, how will you fare in this game?
Well, we feel that this is really the interactive version of the Naruto story. So even if you haven't seen the show, because we're going to focus on the telling of the story authentically to the show, you don't really have to see the show, because this will tell you the story. But we think that if you like this game, you're going to want to go back and see the show anyway.
Of course. One to help the other. And is there any other multiplayer modes that you're prepared to show today, or additional information?
Unfortunately, we are not showing the fight mode today, but
Okay.
we will have a fight mode which will be playable offline and online. The online 2 versus 2 is going to be able to allow you to team up with your friend and fight other people. And there's going to be a lot of element of strategy and co-op. So this is really the only online game that is coming from an anime franchise. So we really hope that that's going to make our players happy.
Great. Sounds good. And when does this come out?
Holiday this year.
Oh, not soon enough. But we'll look forward to it, okay?
And it's going to be exclusively on the Xbox 360.
Okay. Great. Thank you guys for coming by.
Thank you.
Right now,
Thank
we're
you.
going to toss it to a tape segment. Take it away.